In this video I want to show the team, tactic and all the tricks I used to complete Battle 50 and Battle 51, the last two battles from Radzik's event. What's up guys, Ashfiri here, welcome to Battle 50 and Battle 51 video. These two battles are the last one from the event Your Power Level is So Puny, and like all the other end battles from the other events, by completing these battles we can win some crystals that are always nice to have, especially with these new banners, and of course some cool titles. Okay, we'll start with Battle 50 because it's easier, and then we'll take care of Battle 51, which is a lot harder than this one. For Battle 51 I've added into this video two different non-well and no legendary units team that I used to finish the battle. The fights follow immediately after this very short but rewarding Battle 50, so stay with me and allow me to show you some tips, some tricks and of course to have some fun with it. Okay, Battle 50 is the easy one from these two fights and gives us 500 crystals as reward. This is pretty good considering the fact that Battle 51 is a lot harder than this one and gives us just a title. But back to this one, I use Lineage of Evil team with original yellow Frieza, full power Frieza also yellow and red transforming Frieza. I chose this setup because most of the Frieza characters have an anti-Saiyan buff and that can be pretty useful in these kind of fights. Of course, there are a lot of other teams that can be used for this mission, like teams with a new legendary yellow Piccolo who was practically designed for this fight. He's boosted and if you have him, build a team around him and this mission will be a lot easier. But if you guys got shafted like me and you don't have the new legendary Piccolo, then you should try to use the Lineage of Evil team like me, or maybe a God Kid team with yellow Vegeta God and Kaioken Goku, or future team with Awakened Goku Black, and the list goes on and on and on. I will be very happy if you choose the team I used, but in case you want to share your team with me and with the others, please write a comment in the comment section below. Okay, back to this team, there is a very good synergy between these Frieza fighters. I mean, red transforming Frieza always buffs the others when it switches out for the battle and it's boosted for this fight. Full power Frieza will get nice buffs and key restoration when he enters the fight, and yeah, let's not forget about that devastating special attack, cover damage buff, and also the fact that he can take an incoming Rising Rush. And finally, but not least, original yellow Frieza. He is pretty good, he has an anti-Saiyan damage buff and will inflict some nice strike damage. Overall, all these Frieza fighters work very well together in this fight, and even if Radzik has a lot of health and pretty good stats, still he has no chance and those 500 crystals are ours. Anyway, the fight is not very hard, but despite the fact that he has color disadvantage, Radzik can still hit pretty hard. So, like always, try to avoid his attacks as much as possible, keep an eye on the switch timer and rotate the fighters between them. It's time for main ability and I missed this one. Okay, but now we can see Radzik damage against my tanky full power Frieza, and like I told you guys, he hits pretty hard, so try to avoid his attacks. Now, as a comeback, my special attack really hurt him, that was almost 1 million damage. Switching to classic yellow Frieza, and now you see Rising Rush is ready. He still has a lot of health left, so I don't know if my classic yellow Frieza will seal the deal with the Rising Rush, so I'll try to stall, switching to red transforming Frieza. That shouldn't supposed to happen, but hey, that's no problem. Full power Frieza is available, he can take a few hits. And I know that he cannot dodge his attack, and after some strike cards, Rising Rush will seal the deal. I know that because he will never dodge your Rising Rush attack, he will never guess the card that you pick. Okay, and with this, Battle 50 it's finished, and like I told you guys, it's easy, it's not very hard, and there are a lot of teams that can be used for this fight, and yeah, the 500 crystal reward is pretty nice. Okay, switching gears now, let's try Battle 51. From the start I want to tell you that this fight is a lot harder than the previous one. In this video I want to show you the tips and tricks from two teams that I used to finish this mission. First team is the Vegeta family team and the second one is the God Kid team. If you guys are still with me and you didn't click away and you're not bored from Battle 50, then you're going to love Battle 51. Even if it's not so rewarding as Battle 50 because there are no crystal reward, we just get a title, your power level is puny, it's still a lot more fun than Battle 51 and a lot harder. I really miss this kind of fights where we really need to bring our A game and play very careful and smart in order to finish the challenge. I really hope we'll have more battle like this in the future and maybe with bigger crystal rewards, of course. Okay, Vegeta family team. I use 3-star red Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, A-star yellow GT Vegeta and 4-star purple transforming Trunks. Like I said, it's a non-whale team that can be used for this fight, but it will be not easy. Let's talk about the strategy. If you are planning to use this team, then remember a few tips. Every time Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta enters the battle, he will restore some ki, and because of that you can make long and nice combos. Then GT Vegeta debuffs are great and very useful to limit the health restoration and also add useful debuffs to our opponents. And finally, transforming Trunks that will be Bardock's Bane with his strike and special attack. Now, before we dive deeper into this fight, don't forget that the same rules like before apply into this fight, meaning to try to avoid the attacks as much as possible, keep an eye at your switch timer and use your fighter strengths at maximum. That was a really nice Rising Rush and that Goku barely escaped with his life, but yeah, he escaped. Now using the ultimate attack of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, he is really a tank, and even if he doesn't have color disadvantage, still he inflicted a lot of damage. Now it's all up to switching fighters and try to avoid the incoming damage. All fighters hit very hard, especially their Bardock. Their Bardock, after transform, he will restore a lot of health, and if he uses that main ability, that and it's really bad. But until then, let's continue the fight. We have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta again. You see, I bring him all the time because he has that ki restoration and also he inflicts a lot of damage. Now color advantage with GT Vegeta, switching, Bardock hits in and it's time for Trunks. Yeah, a little bit low on health, and now Bardock transform. Now after this you see that health regen was a lot. I mean, he is really annoying with that health regen, and even with the debuffs that are still active on him, still that health regen was too much. Switching to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta just to get some extra ki and to inflict some extra blast damage. GT Vegeta is in standby and I'm planning to bring him as soon as possible to add some more debuffs, to have again a Vanishing Gauge. But now the situation is bad. He used his main ability and you see the damage. You see that he locked my GT Vegeta in, and just with 2 hits he got almost all my health. Still, yeah, avoiding his attack, keeping GT Vegeta alive. Rising Rush is ready, but I don't want to use Rising Rush now on Bardock because he has that nullified color disadvantage, and that will be a waste of Rising Rush. So I'm stalling and waiting for him to bring another fighter into the fight. Let's see how this goes on. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was in for a minute now. GT Vegeta is back, trying to avoid his damage as much as possible, like I mentioned. Okay, Trunks is back in, and he's finally switched to Radzik. Okay, that is going to hurt a bit, but no problem, I still have now another fighter available. It's very important to always keep changing your fighters, swapping your fighters, and not get hit. Now, even if I don't have a color advantage, I have a lot of buffs on my Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and he will inflict a lot of damage on this Radzik. Maybe kill him, I don't know exactly, but we are going to see very soon. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is like a tank, so in the first minutes of the fight, no, it didn't kill him. The first minutes of seconds when you bring him to the battle, he has a lot of buffs. And that ki regen is also very nice and useful in this fight. Okay, as you can see, Bardock, it's still a monster there, he's still hanging on, but now his main ability buff, it's gone, and Trunks can really hit him. But yeah, no, until then, Radzik is a gunner, and now, okay, Goku is in. He didn't bring Goku, so he brought Goku in the fight just at the beginning, and then he left him until the end. Okay, and now it's just a matter of time. I have 3 against 1. And yeah, still I have to play very careful because Bardock is pretty strong. You see how many buffs he has there. Maybe with this special attack I will get some bleeding effect. Yeah, it's there, that's pretty good. Okay, and I think that is it for my GT Vegeta, but no problem, still 2 against 1. Trunks is in. Now, even if he's not transformed, a few timer counts after the transformation wears off, it's still he has some damage buff, and that's pretty good. And with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta in, the fight is over, and in this way Vegeta family team can finish Battle 51. But now it's time for God's Kid team to take on Battle 51. I hope you guys are still with me, you didn't click away, you have enjoyed what you've seen so far, and I hope you'll enjoy what you see further, because my God's Kid team, it's a bit better than Vegeta family team for this mission. Maybe because I have more stars of the fighters, and yeah, as a conclusion, as close as you get to the whale status, then the easier this kind of challenges becomes. Because yeah, your fighters will have greater defenses, better attacks, so yeah, the fight will be a bit easier, but it will not be a lot easier, because it's overall it's a pretty difficult challenge, and you have to play very careful, you have to take care of the switch counters, you have to avoid the attacks, and of course you have to take advantage of all your team strengths. Let's talk about that. So in this team I have Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Purple, and Kaioken Goku. Now, from the start, like in the other team, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, every time he enters the fight, he will restore some ki, a draw, and strike a card. This is very good because that Vegeta can be used against Bardock, and with that ki restoration and extra strike card, you can make long combos on it and on Bardock, and that can be really helpful in this fight. Then of course you have Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, who is maybe the MVP for this team. He is really good, has powerful attacks, powerful defenses, and this awesome ultimate attack that will inflict a lot of damage and can nullify color disadvantage. All this combined with the fact that he can reduce the card cost and further boost his damage with his green card makes him maybe the MVP for this fight. And finally we have Kaioken Goku. He is like a cannon, he is really good, and while he is transformed to Kaioken status, he is really impressive. His strike attack is pretty amazing, and you will be able to see him later what can he do. But until then, let's follow the fight, and we have Vegeta against this Goku. That was really close, but I managed to save him. And now using a green card will reduce the card cost, will further boost the damage of Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. And now the damage is real. Against this Goku, the damage is real. I barely hit him with some shots and was 1 million damage. This was again very close. But yeah, not enough to finish my Super Saiyan Rose. And now it's time for Kaioken Goku. It's time to transform him, and now he will get all these nice buffs, juicy buffs. And I still have my Vanishing Gauge, but I think I have to bring Vegeta soon into the fight. Yeah, just a few more hits, and now it's time for Vegeta. You see the damage on Vegeta. When he enters the fight, he will restore some ki and has some increased strike attack bonus. That is pretty good. He has 2 million health left, and I will try to use Rising Rush. If I'm lucky enough to finish him with this Rising Rush, then it's very good. And if you guys manage to hit him with a Rising Rush until he transforms, and you prevent the transformation, then you prevent a lot of health restoration, and that will really help you finish this mission. Exactly like I did here, 3 million damage was enough to finish Bardock. I think from my point of view, Bardock is maybe the most dangerous fighter into the enemy team, because yeah, with his main ability after the transformation, he can lock you and he will inflict a lot of damage. So yeah, if you manage to finish him before he transforms or before he uses his main ability, it's great. Then this fight is as good as over. Now we can see Kaioken Goku in action. Special attack will be nice here. Yeah, he makes some damage, and now I think we'll sacrifice Vegeta because Bardock is dead. Usually guys, when they hit you with Rising Rush, I've noticed that you block it, so try using a strike attack or a strike card or a blast card, and you maybe block it. I mean, sometimes it happened that I didn't block it, but most of the time I blocked his Rising Rush. So yeah, be optimistic. Even if you are hit with a Rising Rush attack, yeah, use a less important fighter, but still you have a good chance to block it. So don't forfeit the fight, just keep going. Maybe you'll finish it. Back to the fight now. Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black is taking care of this Goku, and he inflicts a lot of damage because of the color advantage and because of the buffs that he has. Just a few more hits and this Goku, it's bye bye. Okay, now switching to Vegeta. That was really good, and it will be in the end 2 against 1, but that's okay because I still have some timer left from Kaioken's Goku transformation, and should be enough to finish off Radzik. Nevertheless, this fight is almost finished, and I hope you guys are still with me, didn't click away, and you enjoy what you've seen so far. I really enjoyed playing this mission and also making this video. I hope in the future the developers of the game will give us more challenges, maybe difficult than this one or same difficult as this one, but with better rewards. I'm curious to know your opinion about it, so if you want to tell me if you like this mission or not, or maybe if you use a different team than mine, write a comment in the comment section below. But until next challenge and next video, this is Archfury. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.